Hello, profe.
Esperamos unos minutos para ver si se conecta Rosy. Si no, empezamos, por favor.
Ok, sí, profe. Una pregunta. ¿Se va a proyectar? Bueno, nosotros vamos a compartir pantalla de las preguntas de la tarea.
Probablemente sí. ¿Las tienes a la mano?
Sí y no. Es que las tengo que descargar, pero ve que desde la semana pasada estaba fallando mi internet. Entonces, para cambiarme de dispositivo
Ok.
y poder tomar la clase bien, profe.
Ok, con calma entonces cámbiate y ahorita en lo que iniciamos. Sí, para que no
Ok,
haya problema.
profe. Sí, gracias.
Sí. Okay, hello again. How are you today, students?
Hi, teacher. I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Good. I am good too. I will call the roll. Give me a moment.
How was your week, teacher?
It was pretty nice. It was pretty nice. Thank you for asking. So say present, please. Cecilia.
Present.
Okay. And Rosie.
Present, teacher.
Good. What about you, Rosie? How was your week?
My week was fine. Also, now I'm sick. I have a hey.
Do you have the flu?
Yeah.
That's not good. That is not good. Okay, it's okay. I will try to do the class very fast. Okay, so
The class is good and makes me feel happy.
That's pretty good, pretty good. Good. So we're going to start with a warm-up activity. The warm-up activity is called acrostics. So what you're going to do is that using your name, you get a sentence using each one of the letters in your name. For example, I have my name here. As you know, my name is Ileana, and my acrostic is, or my sentence is, imagination is what I love when it comes to the alluring nature of all times. This is very out of this world, but I really loved the ending. Okay, so I will give you 1 minute to make your own acrostic. Yes or no?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, 1 minute with your name.
I finished, teacher.
Good. What about Ceci? Did you finish?
One moment, please.
Okay. 30 seconds more, and then we check our acrostics.
Yes, teacher. It's because my name is more short than Ceci.
Yes, your name is Rosa, and it's very easy. And our names are long and are kind of difficult.
Yes, teacher. Teacher, it's possible that when I talk, can you give me a feedback when I told something that is wrong?
You mean about grammar mistakes?
Yeah, teacher.
Okay, yes. Yeah.
I think that I make lots of mistakes, but sometimes I didn't recognize when I am talking.
Mhm.
Please, teacher.
Okay, I will do it.
Thank you, teacher.
You're welcome.
I think that you will find lots of mistakes, but I would like to know it, which is the mistake in order to how can I say corregir the
Correct.
correct teacher.
Okay, Rosie. I really love your voice. It sounds very nice. My voice sometimes sounds weird because I have reflux and my throat tends to get sore. So, but I try to clear out my throat and try to speak fluently. Okay, so I think we're gonna start. Rosie, go ahead with your acrostic, please.
Yeah, teacher. My acrostics is romantic person is one who show the love with amability.
Oh, that's pretty good. Very good, Rosie. Good. Ceci, please.
One moment, please.
Okay. Don't worry. I have other acrostic here, right in line, who gently guides me. Alluring eyes from me, comforting touch soothes my soul. Healing her mends my wounds. Enchanting beauty, who has my heart, love my life. Ah, this is so cheesy. It's like a poem.
Teacher, what does alluring means?
Impresionante.
Thank you, teacher.
You're welcome. Alluring is more than amazing. Amazing is increíble. Alluring tends to be even more than amazing. So an alluring person, or it's like, oh, incredible. Oh,
It's more exceptional.
something like that. So, someone who is out of this world. Like like you, Rosie.
Thank you, teacher.
You're welcome.
I love your class, teacher, because all the time you are so happy, and as I know, I expressed you in the last class. You can transmit us your emotion, and I think that is good when we find one teacher like you, because if only we stay in the class talking about the topic, sometimes we don't get a connection with the teacher.
Yes.
And I think that in your class, you let us to you give us the confidence. ¿Sí? ¿La confianza?
Yes, confidence. Yes, that is correct.
The confidence in order to express our thoughts. And I like this this way that you develop the class, because, for example, when we start with activities like this, let us to como apartarnos o
keep away from.
keep
away from.
Keep away from the last class where we talk only about academic topics, and I like it, these types of activities.
That's pretty good. I really love this activity too, because as you said, no, you feel confident, you feel like something different, no, like, okay, you feel relaxed once in a while, like, okay, I have studied a lot so far, so now I'm doing different activities, and that's a pretty good thing. So yes, thank you very much. You inspire me. My students inspire me, because I do this and I plan classes because of you. You are my inspiration, no? Like, if you like the classes, I am more digging into doing more activities like this, and this kind of activities are really nice and different. Yes, very good, Rosie. Good, Ceci. So did you finish?
Yes, profe.
Okay, now don't worry, it's okay. That's what we are here for. Go ahead, read your acrostic.
Okay. Couple, elegant, clever, independent, lady, incredible, always happy.
Okay, it's in like different words, but it's good. You try. Thank you, Ceci. Good, you try. Don't worry. That's what we are here for. We are here to practice, and that's it. Okay, so now it's time for you for your presentation. So let me look up for the planning today. Today the topic is about business administration, and we have some other activities that we're going to do, but we're going to start with your presentations. And the first part, it was for Ceci, in which we're going to check some concepts that you know. So if you have any questions, just let us know. Or if you have any comment, raise your hand and let us know, okay? So go ahead, Ceci. I will stop sharing. You are the first one.
Okay, I download the file, prof.
So you're going to explain only?
Yes. Bueno, solo lo tengo que descargar, profe. Es que está descargando. Ve que le dije que
Okay.
de dispositivo, perdón.
So we wait. Esperamos un momento en lo que descarga el archivo.
Sí, profe, por favor.
It's okay, don't worry.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I share screen, profe. It looks.
No, you have to share your document. It's here, it's here, it's here. Got it. Good.
Okay. Um. Okay. I start with the questions. Um. Number one. What does discretionary power refer to? Okay. These powers are mainly conferred by law when the administrative authorities choose the best option among the available of options. And bueno, in that the administrative functions from the point of view of its content might consist of both the issues of general legal rules and the decisions of disputes between parties, as an here is the most frequent in the material actions, the concrete case that are presented through him. Unlike the other functions, which not only have a precise and unique content, but are also carried out only by the bodies, especially created by the Constitution for this purpose. The administrative function is not only in charge of the administration, it is also carried out
to some extent by the other powers and these performs of the administrative function by the other powers of a state is carried out under the same legal regimen as the administrative function. Question number 1. Whether the characteristics of administrative residual functions. Number 1, based on government policy. 2, decisions are subject rather objective. Number 3, the roles of evidence and procedure do not being the administrative authority. The number 4, the administrative authority can make decisions even in the absence of legal power. Number 5, delegation and subdelegation are allowed. Number 6, discretionary powers, I believe, the authority. Number 7, it is not squarely likened to the principle of natural Franklin used against the Ministry of Urban and Rural Planning or the Stevenage case. Number 8, no es cierto, if an administrative order is not reasonable, it is invalid. Number 9, writ of certiorari and prohibition are not always, I believe, against the administrative authorities. In discretionary power is not to be confused with arbitrary power. The latter is precisely made up of action contrary to the law. Arbitration is contrary action or excess of the law. Discretion requires attention to issues of component, form, and purpose of the acts. Naturally, it is penalty for failure to comply with these requirements. The irrational power is the unavailable, so the executive to organize and distribute the functions of its bodies. Establish the relationship of subordination between the servants of its staff. The next question is the document, the text. Y dice, in section 2 of your paper, you plan to summarize administrative management theory. Which of the following best summaries Henry Fayol's contribution to management theory? Fayol's primary contribution to management theory was his identification of the 5 management duties or functions. Y creo que sería todo, profe.
Okay, I don't remember if you have to do some questions for your classmates. Am I correct? Or no? No, no questions, only the presentation. Okay. So, Rosie, do you have any comment? You know these concepts, but do you have any comment or question?
No, teacher. Thank you.
Okay. Where am I? I'm here. Yeah, well, you need to do 3 questions. You can ask, Ceci, you can ask 3 questions for Rosie, please, about your presentation. Yes, 3 questions.
Willis, I have a dance teacher.
Repeat, please.
Ay, tengo duda, profe.
¿En qué? Eran 3 preguntas para...
¿Mandé?
Dime.
Bueno, era en cuestión del video, profe. Es que me confundí porque hablaba de temas de la India y yo no supe qué poner en la presentación, profe.
Ok. No, it's okay, no te preocupes. Si solo hiciste creo que este estaba mejor. Sí, creo que sí estaba un poquito complicado. Pero está bien, sí. No te preocupes.
Ok, thank you, profe.
Ahora, las 3 preguntas para Rosy sobre tu tema, lo que tú le quieras preguntar. A ver si te puso atención, Rosy. 3 questions, please, for Rosy.
Ok. A ver. Creo que sí las puse. A ver. Bueno. Characteristics de... a ver, no, espérame. Okay. What is administrative power more focused on?
Can you repeat the question, please?
Yes. What is administrate power more focused on?
Okay, Rosie, do you have any answer? She says, no, I don't.
I think is a classical theory or Fayol's theory.
Is it correct, Ceci?
It's correct, Profe.
Ah, very good. She was paying attention. Okay, next question. Only 3.
Okay. I mentioned that the confused. What power is confused?
I don't remember, teacher. I'm sorry. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
don't worry. Ceci, can you tell us the answer, please?
Yes. I mentioned that the confused with what power is confused?
Okay, and question number 3.
What theory did we mention?
Fayol's theory.
Yes.
Oh my God, Rosie did pay attention. Very good, Rosie and Ceci, very good. Okay, so now we go up next with Rosie's presentation. Go ahead, please.
You can see the presentation, teacher. Can you see the
Yes, we can. Yes.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
Okay. According to the information that you let us, teacher, my topic is about corporate structure. Um, well, I'm going to start my presentation. First, we need to define which is the concept of corporate structure. To answer this question, this slide shows us which is the concept. Corporate structure refers to the organization of different departments or business units within a company. It's important to say that depending on a company's goals and the industry in which it operates, corporate structure can differ significantly between companies. Remember, depending on the company's goals and the industry in which it operates, corporate structure can differ significantly between companies. Each of the departments usually performs a specialized function while constantly collaborating with each other to achieve corporate goals and values. And then we can see that the types of organizational structure. First, we have functional structure. Second, divisional structure. Third, matrix structure. And fourth, hybrid structure. Now we are going to explain which means one of these type of organizational structure. The functional structure, under this structure, employees are grouped into the same departments based on similarity in their skill sets, tasks, and accountabilities. This allows for effective communication between people with a department and thus leads to an efficient decision-making process. Companies with departments such as IT and accounting are a good example of a functional structure. In this paragraph, I didn't know what thus leads means. For this, I found, and thus leads means así conduce in Spanish.
Yes, that is correct.
Then divisional structure. This structure organizes business activities into specific market, product, service, or customer groups. The purpose of the divisional structure is to create work teams that can produce similar products matching the needs of individual groups. A common example of the divisional structure in geographical structure where regional divisions are built to provide products or service to specific location. Now in this type, we can see that the location is important to define this type of structure. And then we have the matrix structure. Matrix structure is a combination of functional and divisional structure. This structure allows decentralized decision-making, greater autonomy, more interdependent and more interdepartmental interaction, and thus greater productivity and innovation. Despite all of the advantage, this structure incurs higher costs and may lead to conflicts between the vertical function and horizontal projects lines. In this paragraph, maybe it could be easy to define, but despite I didn't remember the meaning about this word. For this, I searched the meaning, and despite in Spanish is a pesar de and let dirigir. And then we can see this image that represents the matrix structure when the vertical function we find director marketing, director human resource, director finance, and director I don't remember about 3 and D. And horizontal divisions is we can see that we can have director product A, director product B, director product C, and director product D. It's only one example about the matrix structure. And then we have a hybrid structure. In this type of structure, we can see that like the matrix structure, the hybrid structure combines both functional and divisional structure instead of grid organization. Hybrid structure divides its activities into departments that can be either functional or divisional. This structure allows the utilization of resource and knowledge in each function while maintaining product specialization in different division. Hybrid structure is Whitley. Teacher, the pronunciation is Whitley or Whitley?
Which one?
Whitley or Whitley?
Widely.
Widely adopted by many large organizations. Great. I make a mistake. I don't know why I put red. No, it's red. It's red in Spanish. And white light, ampliamente. Then we can see in this image that represent hybrid structure where we can see the CEO, then some of the director like marketing, human resource, and finance, and then some other directors, more general, like director product A, director product B, and director product C. To know about more of companies corporate, it's important to define or that when we find an analysis performs various because how the departments are defined directly influence the construction of any model. And these slides show us again the importance of the type of structure that we get when we have a company. Is important, the structure, because it's the basis for the building any financial models. Tell us this slide that depending on the kind of product, service, or company provides or the industry it's in, its corporate structure can look very different from that other business, and therefore it's essential for the FP&A analysis to work closely with different business units in the company to understand their responsibility and areas of expertise. In this paragraph, again, we have therefore, por lo tanto, is a connector and expertise like a pericia. Then this slide talk us about business with functional or divisional structure tend to use straightforward modeling out of for organizational structure, functional and divisional structure are bases to build financial and forecasting models because of the simplicity of the company's departmental structure and FP&A analysts can easily gather data, perform analysis, and realize variance, identify data trends, and forecast future performance for each department. In order to talk about all the topic, I'm going to delay this paragraph because repeat the idea that I exposed in the last slides. Now, according to the information that I saw in the video, it's about human resource management, basic and fundamentals. In this topic, the speaker talk us about different items that we have to consider in the human resource. And in this video, the speaker talk us about no matter what business you are and you have to manage people, to do this successfully, you have to be well versed in a variety in issues from recruiting to hiring to the compensating training and managing performance, and fundamental on managing people, also known as a human resource, administrative and strategic human resource, talent management, and the business case for diversity, training employees in management performance and culture and in international segments are the items that the speaker talk in this video. And then the speaker develop all these items in this way. Human resource, explain all the points that we have to consider in this topic, and then administrative item develop according to the human resource that we have to consider and strategic in order to develop human resource, and then talk about the talent and the diversity, the competencies, training, talk about development and performance. These are items that we have to consider in human resource. Finally, the cultures, how the cultures influence the human resource. That's all, teacher.
Okay, I don't know how you handle all these different concepts. For me, there are so many because I am not in the trading area as you are. So I know a lot of concepts about my area, but it's a lot of information. I don't know how you handle that. So very good, Rosie. Only a few things about this is the pronunciation of development. That is the pronunciation. That is the only thing. Development. Don't worry. We pronounce it like that, all of us, because we tend to put some accent per se. So but it's the correct pronunciation. It's development.
Development.
Very good, excellent, much better.
Thank you, teacher.
Good, no, thank you. So your 3 questions for Ceci, please.
Okay. Which is the point that is considered by the factory to define the corporate structure? Remember when I exposed the first slides, I repeat twice one idea. Está difícil, ¿la puedo cambiar?
Yes, go ahead.
It's difficult, teacher. Can you tell me, Ceci, some types of organized structure that you remember? Do you remember?
Repeat, please.
Can you tell me some of the corporative structure that I exposed? Some corporative structure that I expose in this topic.
I was correct. I was thinking about the hybrid structure. My point, teacher Rosie. Okay, another question. Let's see.
Mm, yeah. Which is the point that determine the corporative structure. Start with letter of O. No. Eh, the letter of the answer start with letter G and finish with letter S. Which is the point that is considered by the factory to define the corporative structure.
Repeat options, please.
I'm sorry, teacher.
Repeat the question. Don't worry, repeat the question because Ceci is very nervous. So am I because I have no idea. Repeat, please.
Disculpe, teacher, y Ceci, lo que pasa es que estoy cuidando a mi sobrinito y entonces me distraje por un momento.
Okay, don't worry. Can you repeat the question if you
Yeah.
can, please?
Which is the point that is considered by the factory to define the corporative structure? If you want the answer, stay in this slide. Which are the four? No. Which is the point that is considered by the factory to define the corporative structure or industry? If you want, teacher, I can give you the answer.
I think the answer is goals.
Yeah, teacher.
I got it. Extra point for me. Next question.
Which is the structure to organize business activities into specific market, product, service, or customer groups?
Repeat, please.
Which is the type or organizational structure who organize business activities into specific market, product, service, or customer groups? If in this type of organizational structure, we have an item. The item is that select different items. It led us to get some division in order to put some of these items in their own position.
Ceci, do you have the answer? I think she's very nervous. Maybe she's having problems.
No, teacher, this topic is difficult.
It is. When I saw some videos, I was like, my goodness. I have some activities for you. I hope that they are not quite difficult.
But, in fact, when I listen, for example, the video, it was difficult for me to understand what the speaker are talking because I don't know, maybe I need to practice more the listening because when I think that when I listen you in the class, I understand what you are saying, but when I am seeing a video, it's difficult for me to understand what is to understand the video, how is the speaker saying. I don't know, teacher. I think that in the reality, when I apply the English, I think that is very difficult. But I think that only in this way we can practice this language.
Okay.
Because
yeah, don't worry. Yeah, sometimes it depends on the speaker. No, maybe if it's not a native English native speaker, it's very difficult to understand. Some videos about business are from foreign speakers, so sometimes it's very difficult. Yes, don't worry, it's okay. The only thing that you have to do is to practice. I think the answer is in number 3, matrix structure.
no, teacher, it's a divisional structure.
Right. Which one is the answer?
Divisional structure.
I had that point. I thought it was number 2, but when you said about different areas, I thought about matrix. Sorry.
No,
My mistake.
sorry, teacher.
Good. Okay, very good, Rosie. Very good. Applause from here. Applause.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you, Ceci, and thank you, Rosie. Excellent presentations. Okay, so don't forget, because in topic 1, you have a forum that you have to answer about your job descriptions. And in this topic number 2, you have a wiki. According to the presentations, you're going to make a general concept, 2 or 3 lines, about what business administration is, okay? So did you do it? Did you do the wiki?
I didn't do, teacher. I'm sorry.
No, don't worry. You have this week, okay? You can finish up the wiki. You have to do the concept alongside Ceci and you. Okay, so you're going to build the concept. So, and you have your test. So it's only 1 question, so it's very, very easy. So we continue. For the topic about business, we have 4 activities, which I consider are not going to be, we're not going to have time to do all of them. So we're going to do only 2 because I have a kind of exam or test for you, and I'm going to give you 15 minutes to answer, okay? So because I want to know how much you know about administration. So we're going to do the ideal company activity. So ideal company, we have number 1. Let me see if this thing works, because sometimes my Zoom doesn't work. So work with a partner, look at the criteria for an ideal company and choose the 5 most important and the 5 less important. So all of us want to or would love to work in a perfect place, in an ideal company. For example, it's in a place in which you can go out when you want to, or when you can eat, or something like that. So here I'm presenting different things that could be acceptable for an ideal company. So you're going to do it individually. You're going to choose 5 important aspects from this list that are for you in order to have an ideal company. For example, for me, I would say that for my ideal company, I would say that the first one, it has a female CEO, because it means that we can have a lot of women working around. Another important for me, it could be awards, bonuses, and gives French benefits to employees. So, and I have to choose 5 and explain why. What 5 that are important for me and 5 that are less important for me, okay? So, do you understand what you have to do? 5 and 5. Yes or no? You can say no if you want.
About only according to this list.
Yes, to the list, choose 5 for you, the most 5 important aspects for an ideal company, and then in another list, or no, in another place of your notebook, choose 5 from the list, from this list, that are less important for you. Okay?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, I will give you 5 minutes. No, 5 minutes is too much. 3 minutes, and we check, please.
Okay, teacher, thank you. Teacher, what does scratch means?
I can't find it. Why did I move? This one, right? Yeah. Company, the crochet, this one?
Yes, teacher.
Has a crochet facility means guardería. That comes from French.
Okay, teacher, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, Rosie, what about you, Sissy? Have you finished?
Yes.
Good. So, who wants to be the first in participating? I don't know what this thing changes to the first one. Okay, no, Rosie, you want to be the first? Okay. For you, what are the most 5 important aspects for your ideal company?
Well, my ideal company gives 6 months paid maternity leave. Gives employees a laptop, computer, and mobile phone for business and personal use, because I think that actually in this world technological, or this technological world, is important to have these items. Another is my ideal company has a generous company pension. How can I pronounce this word? Shame? Shame?
Shame? Shame?
Letter is S C H E.
Scheme. Scheme.
Scheme?
Scheme.
A generous company pension scheme.
Yes.
Pays 1 month extra salary to employees who have a new baby or who get married.
Good.
Another is has opportunities for promotion and personal development. And the 5 less important are has a female CEO. I know that actually it's important to know about gender equality, equidad de género.
Yes.
But I think it's important, but I think that both have the same value, men's and women's. But it's important, this idea. But I think that for me, is not the way that we can define that the gender is important, but not only define the important or the growth that a company could get. And my ideal company, the file is important, is has a good quality canteen, gives has an annual staff party, has a gym and sports facilities. That's all, teacher.
Okay. Very good, Rosie. I really love that you are interested in babies stuff, no? Like we need to have different facilities for our kids. Very good, Rosie. Ceci, yeah, you're welcome. Ceci, what about you? Can you tell me your 5 most important and your least 5 important?
Okay. The last important for our number 11 and 4. And the most important are 3. Number 3.
Can you please read the items, please, Ceci? Can you read them, please?
¿Perdón?
¿Puedes leerlos? ¿Puedes irlos leyendo?
Ok.
Please.
The last important for our has a generous company, no es cierto, has an annual staff party and has a good quality canteen.
It's important, yes, I agree.
No, less important.
For me it would be.
The most important are has a cartoon quality, gives equal pay to women and men, has opportunities for promotion and personal development. ¿Cómo se pronuncia, profe? Development, okay.
Good.
And promise at last 6 weeks training and year. Y ya, profe.
Okay, Ceci, very good. Good ideas. I really hope that you like this kind of activities. The point is for you to speak, to express your opinions. For me, it would be has a good quality canteen. Canteen doesn't mean cantina, no. Canteen means área de comida, restaurante. Number 2, make sentences about your ideal boss. So in the first part was about the ideal company. And the ideal boss is up next. From the prompts below using the adverbs of frequency in the box. So then compare your sentence with a partner. So here we have some ideas for our ideal bosses. And we need to use these frequency adverbs. For example, my ideal boss, let me choose one. My ideal boss always says thank you. For me, respect is very important from all people, not only for my boss, but in life it's very important to say thank you and you're welcome. And sometimes people forget that. So another example could be my ideal boss often lets me work from home. Okay, so do 5 examples about your ideal boss, and if you want to add some more information, it's up to you. So is it clear what you have to do in number 2?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, 4 minutes and we check.
2 minutes, profe.
Okay, yes, 2 more minutes.
Teacher, how many sentences we have to do?
Only 5.
I'm finished, teacher.
Good. We hold on 2 more minutes and we check, please.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, we are about to finish. We have a few minutes. For next class, you're gonna have to answer, don't copy, just answer on your notebook. You're gonna choose the correct option. This is a business administration core exam or test, okay? It's only for you to know how much you know about administration topic. So what you have to do, you're going to read the items and choose the correct option. So in your notebook, you're gonna write down number 1, letter D, number 2, letter A. You're going to answer, don't upload anything. The files is on topic number 2 on the platform. And that's it. For next class, we're going to check the answers. Is it clear what you have to do with this activity?
We have to answer this question in
Yes.
a notebook, and only we have to put the option that is correct
Yes.
in our way.
Absolutely, yes. So for example, I read number 1 and for me it's letter B. So I write down 1B, 2A, 3 and so on, okay? And next class, we're going to check how much you know about business administration, okay?
Yes, teacher, this
Okay.
document will be in platform.
Yes, it's now in platform, topic number 2. It's over there, after the wiki.
Thank
It's
you.
after, yes, it's after the wiki, good. And so this one, we didn't have time to do it. So this one is for next class. And also for next class, okay, the topic is number 3. You're going to invent, do you like music? Tell me yes.
Yes, teacher.
Good. Because for next class, you are going to invent a song. You're going to be songwriters. The song, it could be a little bit, not that short or not that long, more or less. You're going to invent a song. You're going to write down the lyrics. And if you have opportunity to play some music, it's up to you. It's not necessary, but if you have the music, it could be brilliant. But if you don't, there's no problem. You're going to invent a song, something that it's from your inspiration. Don't copy. Invent a song. Choose a topic, write the lyrics for next class. Is it clear what you have to do?
Yes, teacher.
Good. You're going to upload your song into the platform, okay? Because I want to read the song and you're going to present the song. So for next class, maybe you're not going to sing, or more or less, maybe you may sing, but you're going to present the song for next class. So we're going to check this and the song for next class. So did you finish? Well, do you have any question? No.
No, teacher.
Okay, just to finish up. Ceci, you go ahead. Tell me what your ideal boss would be like. Ceci?
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
My ideal boss always set regular deadlines and targets. Usually has regular update meetings with me. Every day calls me by my first name.
Oh.
Often says thank you and usually read my emails.
Oh, very good, Ceci, good. We all want to have the ideal boss. Very good. Rosie, go ahead, your ideal boss.
Yes, teacher. My ideal boss. The pronunciation is ideal or ideal teacher.
Ideal.
Ideal. My ideal teacher. My ideal.
My ideal teacher doesn't exist, she says.
Sorry.
No, don't worry.
My ideal boss usually brings me a coffee.
Oh, that's a pretty good one.
My ideal boss always says thank you. My ideal boss not often gives me a lot of responsibility. This not means that I don't want to do anything, but sometimes the boss delegates lots of responsibility. And for this, not often gives me lots of responsibility is one of the sentence that I select. My ideal boss not often finds me at home to discuss work, and my ideal boss sometimes sends me on a trip.
Okay, very good. Very good, Rosie. Good. Oh, the coffee was a good one. I really want a boss who brings me out the coffee. Yeah, very good, Rosie. Very good. So I think talking about business and this kind of topics, bosses and companies, we all want to have the ideal job. But I think the ideal job doesn't depend on the place. It depends on ourselves. Like when you do what you love doing, it's like you never work. So that's a pretty good thing. So do you have any question with the homework? No?
No, teacher.
Okay.
We have two homework.
Yeah, two assignments. You have the test about business administration, and we're gonna check answers next class, and then you have the song. Ooh, you are going to be songwriters for next class. I want to hear you.
Like a lyrics teacher.
Yeah, very good. Imagine writing a song and you can sing and you can play some tunes. It's a pretty good thing. So for today, that's it. We have worked enough, and I hope that you really like the class. I think these activities are very interesting, are different from what we are supposed to do in other classes. So I think are about more speaking and giving opinions, and I really love that kind of activity. So I hope that you did too. So that's it for today. Thank you very much. See you next week. Bye, students. Stay home, stay healthy.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you.
Have a good weekend.
You too, Rosie and Ceci also. Have a good weekend.
Thank you, teacher. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.